What's up everyone? I'm Josh, head educator here with Hairlocs. Today I'm joined with my gorgeous model Law. I want to share a couple quick tips and styling tips with you guys for when you're working with our Hairlocs hybrid wefts. So Law, as you guys can see, has all the hair. She has 3 rows of our hybrid wefts. So she has 1 row here, she has another row here, and then she has another row all the way down here at the nape to add more fullness and density. Now, when you are wearing wefts, you can still put your hair back in a pony, but there's a couple things to keep in mind. One is you want to wear your hair either in a low pony or a high pony. Reason being, I'm going to show you here, with our wefts, if she pulls her hair down like that, it lays good. If she flips it up and pulls it into a high pony, it's gonna lay good. But if she pulls her hair back into a middle head pony, her weft is gonna be pulled straight back like that. That's gonna do 2 things. One, that's gonna cause a lot of tension here on this front corner, which can cause discomfort. 2, it's gonna cause this corner of her weft to want to flip out, and no one wants that. So when you are working with the wefts and you want to wear your hair up, I suggest taking each individual weft, bringing that up, taking your next one, go in, bring that up, and then bring your last one up. So now you can see she can wear her hair up nice and high. It's gonna be comfortable. It's not gonna cause any unnecessary tension on the corners of those wefts. And if she wants to wear it down, everything's gonna lay nicely. Now, another thing to keep in mind, if you pull your hair back and you secure it in a tight middle head pony here in the back, it's gonna cause unnecessary tension here on the center of the weft. That can cause that weft to break. We don't wanna break our wefts. We wanna be nice to them. So another tip I wanna share with you guys, now that I've moved her hair around and it's time to kind of brush that out so that we can get rid of those tangles, is make sure you are properly brushing your hair extensions. So I recommend using a hair extension brush, or a good alternative is a wet brush. So when you're brushing your hair, you don't want to just go in and go crazy. You want to be mindful of where your attachment areas are, okay? So you don't want to go up here and then hit that attachment area because it may cause that to pull out. So we're going to go in, we're going to gently brush down, make sure that we're not, hitting those areas. And when you're brushing, you want to start from the bottom and work your way up. Keeping in mind that as you're brushing, make sure you're holding your extensions at the top and then brushing down. That way you're not pulling a lot of tension on that weft. So an extension brush is great, and also the wet brush as well is a great alternative for working with hair extensions. Also, another thing to keep in mind, if you are putting your hair back, make sure you are using a non-elastic hair tie. So here I have a couple hair ties. They're just a nice thin hair tie, but they're not elastic, okay? They have a fabric coating on them. So when we pull her hair back, it's not gonna cause tension or anything like that on her wefts. So she'll be able to pull her hair back nicely. And if she wanted to wear her hair into a high head pony, we're gonna go in, we're gonna grab that top weft, we're gonna work that up. And each time I grab one of her wefts and direct it up, I'm gonna go in with my brush and make sure that everything is brushed out and laying nice, because we don't wanna have everything all tangled. So I'm gonna bring that up, and I'm going to go in and brush that all out nicely. Again, I'm holding tension at the top and then brushing out, so I'm not pulling at her wefts. So now I have that in place. I'm gonna go in, grab our second weft, bring that up into the top, grab our second weft, bring that up. And again, I'm gonna go in with our brush, make sure everything's nice and smooth. We're just gonna gently kind of go over her weft area just to make sure everything's nice and together. Brush that out, keep everything nice and organized and clean. Now we're gonna go in, we're going to bring up the rest of her hair. So again, all of her wefts, they're not being pulled back, they're being flipped. So it's going to be nice and comfortable and it's not gonna cause any tension or any damage on those wefts. So we're gonna bring that all up, gently brush over those wefts with our wet brush or extension brush, being nice and gentle. And then you can go in with your hair tie. And secure it. So now that it is secured above her top weft, so her top weft is sitting right about here, that top weft is being flipped and directed back. So it's not going to cause any unnecessary tension on that weft. It's not going to cause tension on those corners, and it's going to be nice and comfortable for her to wear. So again, when you're brushing, make sure you start from the bottom, work your way up. Make sure that you're controlling and holding their hair here below their wefts so that you're not causing any tension or pulling on those wefts. And then as I work my way up, I'm gently gliding over her other wefts here with my brush. So I'm not digging that brush into her scalp, I'm just gliding right over them to make everything nice and organized and clean. And it is very important to make sure that when you are brushing your hair extensions, you're brushing 2 to 3 times a day to keep everything detangled, keep everything nice and clean. And it is also very important for the health of your hair and your extension hair. Now, say we wanted to go in and do a little bit of heat styling. Everyone loves having a little bit of curl and wave, especially Law. So if I were to go in with a curling iron, before I do anything, I'm gonna mist her hair with a thermal spray to make sure that I'm protecting her natural hair and her extension hair. So keep all of this in mind when you are working with our hybrid wefts to make sure that you are protecting your client's hair, their extensions, and the longevity of their hair. We'll see you guys next time.